Hello student. Now in this lecture we have to see Bragg's equation, that is n lambda is equals to 2d sin theta. This Bragg's equation is useful for the determination of crystal structure, because you know if distance between 1 0 0 is to distance between 1 1 1 is to 1 1 1 is known to you, you know this ratio for SCC, for BCC and for FCC. You know these values of this ratio, that is the standard values. Means if we have a crystal and from that crystal, if you know these three values, if from this three value you are able to know about its ratio, and from this ratio it is clear that whether the crystal type is SCC, BCC or FCC. This we have seen. Now this equation, from this equation you may calculate D. D equals to n lambda upon 2 sin theta. If D is known, interplanar distance between two successive crystal planes is known, then by knowing D100, D110, D111 and by knowing its ratio, you are able to see the crystal type, whether it is SCC, BCC or FCC. In this way, this Bragg's equation n lambda equals to 2d sin theta is used to determine the crystal structure. Now Bragg's method is introduced by Bragg's. Now Bragg's introduced this a simple method to study the crystal structure by using X-ray diffraction and obtained equation. That equation is known as Bragg's equation, which is equals to n lambda equals to 2d sin theta, where this n is order of reflection. This lambda is the wavelength of the incident monochromatic X-rays. This theta is the angle of glancing. If you know glancing angle, you know wavelength, monochromatic light and order of reflection, you are able to determine the value of small d. If you know small d, you are able to find out the crystal structure. Now first of all, see what is the principle of this Bragg's method or Bragg's equation. Now friends, very simple. You know crystal. In crystal, these atoms or ions are arranged in a order form. Okay. There is a perfect arrangement of these atoms or ions in the crystal. That's why the crystal has a lattice planes. Okay. The planes passing through these diffraction centers or grating is a lattice planes. Okay. Now the basic principle of this Bragg's equation is based on this arrangement of the lattice planes and crystal sites in the crystal. Now what this principle of Bragg's equation suggests? The crystal has a perfectly ordered arrangement of its component particles, and it has a parallel and equidistant space lattice planes and as well as the parallel and equidistant lattice points. Such a structure acts as a grating for X-rays diffraction, and this is the principle of this Bragg's equation. Now consider a crystal plane. This is the suppose first plane XY. This is the second plane X dash Y dash. This is the third plane X double dash X triple dash Y triple dash. This is first plane, below this second plane, below this third plane. When this monochromatic light of X-ray is allowed to fall, suppose this is a monochromatic X-ray. When this X-ray fall, suppose this is X-ray, incident X-ray. Okay, these incident X-rays fall on this plane. Okay. Now this is another incident X-ray. Okay, now this incident X-ray passing through this first and allowed to here, then reflected along this axis. Okay, it is passed and reflected along this axis. Now these are reflected X-rays, these are incident X-rays. Getting it? Now here this is incident X-ray. Now this AB is incident X-ray. It is reflected from this, okay, along BC. This is DE, incident X-ray, and get reflected along EF. Then draw a perpendicular from this point B on this incident X-ray DE. It meet at G. Draw perpendicular from this point, okay, meets at H. Here two triangles are formed, GBE, HBE. Let me consider this is angle theta, that is a glancing angle. Okay, no doubt from diagram it is clear that AB and DE are incident X-ray, BC and EF are reflected X-rays. Now what is the path difference between incident X-ray and reflected X-ray? दोनों के बीच में डायग्राम से क्लियर हुआ है कि सर DEF is greater than ABC. Okay, now what is the path difference? The total path difference between incident X-ray and reflected X-ray is, okay, this much, GE plus EH. This is the path difference. This is the path more traveled by this second X-ray than this first X-ray, because first X-ray incident on B and get reflected. Here it transferred through the first plane and incident on this point and then get reflected. Are you getting clear? That's why this path difference is GE plus EH. Now from triangle GBE, this is theta. What is the value of sine theta? Sine theta equals to GE upon BE. Getting it? Simple trigonometry is there. Now in the second triangle, triangle HBE, what is the value of sine theta? Again here it is theta. Sine theta, EH upon BE. But don't forget, the distance between parallel lattice planes is a D. Okay, this is D. Okay, means what is the value of this BE? What is the value of this BE? What is the value of this BE? BE is nothing but D. Okay, distance between two parallel lattice planes we have been considered. Okay, now this plane is the same. That's why the value of this distance is a small t. That's why BE equals to D. Now that's why what is the value of GE? GE is equals to BE sine theta. Again you know this BE sine theta is nothing but D sine theta. Okay. Now here what is the value of EH? Is equals to again BE sine theta. Okay. Again it will be D sine theta. But from equation 1 implies what is the path difference? That is GE plus EH. What is the value of GE? D sine theta. Again what is the value of EH? again this EH will be also d sin theta. By summing these two you will get d sin theta. Okay, now this path difference is nothing but d sin theta. But further, according to scientist Juan Louis, try to understand, according to Juan Louis, what said Juan Louis? When such a monochromatic X-ray, that is X-ray of one and same wavelength, fall on the diffracting grating and get diffracted, then this path difference between these two X-rays is always integral multiple of its wavelength. According to Juan Louis, what is there? His statement is that when monochromatic X-rays are allowed to fall on the diffraction grating, such a crystal in which the constituent atoms arrange in a order form, there is a fixed distance between constituent atoms as well as lattice planes, then this path difference between two X-rays, which X-rays? Incident X-rays and diffracted X-rays or reflected X-rays, is always integral multiple of its wavelength. Okay, now see equation 2 and 3. Now what is equation 2 and what is equation 3? Equation 2 and 3, path difference left hand sides are same, that's why the right hand side is also equal, that is why n lambda equals to 2d sin theta. And don't forget friends, this is our Bragg's equation. Okay, कितना सिंपल है, ब्राइग्स इक्वेशन का प्रिंसिपल समझ में आया? सिंपल सी बात है, मोनोक्रोमेटिक एक्सरे, क्रिस्टल पे इंसिडेंट होंगे, क्रिस्टल पे कंस्टिट्यूएंट एटम्स एंड लैटिस प्लेन्स के बीच में फिक्स डिस्टेंस होता है. ओके, इसके लिए वो लैटिस पॉइंट्स डिफ्रैक्शन ग्रेटिंग करके एक्ट होते हैं. दिस इज द प्रिंसिपल. हाउ डेरिवेशन इज डिराइव्ड? 3 planes 1 2 3. Incident X-rays fall on this crystal and incident X-rays first of all get diffracted and get transferred. First X-ray get incident and reflected from first point. Okay, from this it is clear that this X-ray traveled more distance as compared to first. Now what is the path difference? This GE plus EH. Now this is the path difference from diagram. But according to Juan Louis, when such a monochromatic X-ray fall on the diffraction grating and get reflected, the path difference is always integral multiple of the wavelength of the incident X-rays. And mathematically we have seen this path difference is 2d sin theta. D sin theta is sin theta, it will be 2d sin theta. That's why from equation 2 and from equation 3, left hand sides are same, that's why right hand side becomes equal. And the equation you will get n lambda equals to 2d sin theta. Now this is very important point, that is Bragg's equation. Now we have to see the Bragg's method in the next period. कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो कॉल करो, पूछो. टिल देन बाय. थैंक यू वेरी मच.